Okay, Wastelanders, hello, welcome back. You know how I was reviewed this pocket knife yesterday? I was thinking, if you can't tell already, it used to have 5 snake knots, and I removed one of the snake knots. And I'm about to remove another. I want 3 snake knots in the center, and I got my snake knots pretty tight, so I need to use a tool that people use to, there's a better tool in there. I like to use this tool a lot. So it's a tool, I guess, for dealing with paracord knots. I don't use it that often. I usually use it to I use the tools to fish the paracord through the hole. So heat up the end of the paracord and screw it in there. It's like a threaded barrel, and you could use it to fish the paracord through a hole. But in this case, I'm using it to loosen up a snake knot so I can get it apart. And I don't have any fingernails. I chopped my fingernails a day or two ago, and I can't get snake knots apart or anything unless I use a tool. So I'm gonna get it down to 3 snake knots. Use as much as cord as I can get, because the cord is pretty thick. I didn't remove the threads or anything. The threads are all in there, and I don't know if this is 550 or a little bit thicker than 550, but it's pretty thick. And when I tie this double, I call it a double, or I call it a reverse snake knot. When I tie this reverse snake knot to add a keychain or key fob or key keeper or something at the end, this will be, these 2 knots that I tie will come out looking a little bit thicker, and I'll have to work them down. So hopefully I can get them down as tight as these knots, but I'm thinking I won't get them down, because when you tie a reverse snake knot, and I call it reverse snake knot, I don't know if it's really called a reverse snake knot, but I call it. I looked at a weaver's channel to do it. I do all my knots this way. You can see I did a reverse. I tied a loop and stuck it in the hole of this can opener X308 shell, and I tied a loop, and then I tied a snake knot on the end to tie it in to the lanyard. So this is my 308. I think I've shown this many times before, but this is an everyday carry for me. It's also, it's always in my bag with my gun. I carry my gun off body. I carry it in a shoulder bag, and I have a lot of stuff in there, but I carry it with my knife. This knife, I have a on-body knife, but this knife travels in my bag all the time. And yeah, so, and then fold it over. You can basically see I'm folding it over, and I'm pinching it, and I'm taking the right cord, wrapping it around, then I'm taking the left cord and wrapping it around, coming up between this and sticking it through what was wrapped around the right cord, man. And this shit is so thick it doesn't want to cooperate. So, all right. I don't know if you can tell, but this is basically a snake knot in reverse. So I'm going to get it tight. Okay, you see how the snake knot looks up front? I have to probably cinch it up tighter, but it should look like that in back too. It's just definitely fatter and it needs to be cinched up more. So I'd probably redo this, but you get a feel. It's like a snake knot wrapped around itself, the two cords. So so you take this again, you wrap this, the left or the right cord around this, because I can hold it easier because it's already has a first snake knot, and you take this, the left, wrap it around, take it above this cord and stick it through the hole. So basically you're tying a reverse snake knot. I'll attach some links in the videos to what some other professional paracorders call it, but I think the paracorder I watch calls it a reverse snake knot. So you can see when I get this snake knot's totally tightened down to these, I'll clip this end off and I'll clip this end off, heat it up, and it will visually look like one series of maybe 5 snake knots, but it doesn't match right now because it's kind of in reverse. I may have to tie it backwards, just the opposite that I've shown you, to get it to match this pattern with the knot on this knot. You see this knot, the top knot's on top and the other knots below, and I want that same feeling. So I have to, what I showed you how to tie it, I'll have to do it in reverse. So I'll probably do this off camera, but you get the feeling of what I'm going through or for. So I'm going to basically do myself a dangler keychain with this button lock on the other side. I know this is a poor example, but I thought I would try to tie it live, or not live, or make a video of it. I encourage you guys to go to this link to see what I'm trying to explain, but yeah. And to make it better, I'm gonna show you my cards. This is primarily for Snuzz Nuzz, because he shows a lot of cards on his channel. I believe I think I've seen maybe 3 videos of cards on his channel. I don't have Snuzz Nuzz down. I think I don't have his content down, but I think he's big into cards. So I was going to show Snuzz Nuzz the cards that I own. Somewhere in here oh, okay. It's just the one. It was confusing that I saw the card that has this on both sides, and I was confused. Anyway, these are the only cards that I have, Snuzz Nuzz. These are some bicycle cards. I don't know if it's called dark mode. I don't know if that's made in USA, good old USA bicycle cards. I guess it's the dark mode. And I used these cards, and I thought it was like a futuristic cyber kind of cards. I think I used this cards in a giveaway picture thumbnail, and I may have used these cards in several pictures on Instagram, mainly this side, and I used some cards, some on this side. I think I used it 777 giveaway. I don't remember 777 or 888. I used these cards. I think I'll try to find that picture and post it up there. But so these are the only cards I have, Snuzz. But I just thought I'd show them to you. I don't know if you think they're cool, or I imagine you're looking for authentic old time cards, but that's the only cards I have, and I just thought I'd share with everybody and you, Snuzz Nuzz. So I'm still trying to figure out your content, or still figure out what your format is, and how you measure knives and stuff. Like, I dig it, but I'm just still trying to figure it out. And I'm still trying to figure out the card angle. So, take care, Wastelanders.